Fans are out in droves here as the teams enter the stadium ready to do battle. Clear skies and just beautiful weather here for tonight's game between the Texas El Paso Miners and the home team. And here comes the home team. Welcome, everybody. Brad Nessler here for EA Sports with my co-hosts Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We hope you're ready for an action-packed game of NCAA football. Neither team seems to have an advantage in this game. Kirk, how about your prediction?
You're right, and that's why I think individual performances will be the difference. UTEP needs a big game from their talented running back, and I think they'll win the battle up front, and he's going to have a tremendous day. Look for him to lead them to victory. But, Lee, it's going to be very close.
I like that pick, and I'm going to tell you why. UTEP can run the football against anybody, and this defense will be no different. Watch them. They'll bang them and bang them and bang them.
Well, thanks, guys, and it looks like we're ready for the coin toss. Both teams are lining up for the kickoff, and we're just about set to get this one underway. Not a real deep kick, should be returned. Number 4 fields it at the 3. And he did not have a good kick return on that one.
No, some miscommunication there with his blockers. The coverage team just charged right in and took him down.
Texas El Paso lines up in a bunch formation. Spinning. Sheds that one. At the 40. Down the sideline. And he is gone. To the 20. To the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. He got the ball, and he was gone.
And let me say one thing about that run. It takes one heck of a running back to be able to make a play like that, my friend.
And let me add one thing. The offensive line deserves some credit here. I mean, they opened up a huge hole for him to run through.
And he tacks on the extra point. And under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The score, Texas El Paso, 7. The home team, nothing. Texas El Paso lines up for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Ferguson fields it in the end zone. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Ferguson, the lone back, drops back to pass, steps up, he's under pressure, and it's caught. Got an opening at the 40. What a play.
What a play is right. Here they throw the ball to the tight end, and the big guy shows that he's valuable not only as a blocker, but as a receiver as well. Nice catch.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 49. Edmonds to the air on 1st down. Throws it to the outside. His receiver has it to the 20. To the 10, and he will score. They went for the home run, and the wideout came through with a big-time play.
Great call here by the offensive coordinator. He knew that he had a chance to get the matchup that he wanted, and they exploited it for a touchdown.
And he hits the PAT. Over 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score is the home team 7, Texas El Paso 7. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Number 4 has it at the 5. He's hit and got away.
This is where I look for the defense to clamp down after some sloppy tackling the last time. They let this offense run all over them all the way to the end zone, and I don't see that happening again.
Number 4 lines up as a single back. Inside give. Kramer brings him down. He picks up 4 yards on the carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 33. Ace backfield. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Lumpkin with a takedown. And he comes up a little fatigued there.
Looks like he may have to take a breather here.
First and 10. Ball on their own 40. The Miners line up with 3 receivers bunched. On the ground with a tailback. And he's taken down. 6-yard pickup.
Ball carrier. Gain of 6 on the play.
Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 46. Number 20, alone in the backfield. Again, he'll get the call. Sparks brings him down. That run gives him the first down.
You know, in the media conference a couple of days ago, the coach talked about how important it was for them to establish the running game. Let's see if this helps them open up the passing game any.
Kramer with a takedown. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6. This is the 6th play of this drive. And they have 3 bunched. Inside give. And down he goes. He picks up 4 yards on the carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third and 2 coming up here. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. Bunch formation. Another run. Watson brings him down. And it looks like he got the first down.
I'll tell you what, Brad, that is very close. I didn't think he was going to make it there, Coach.
Kirk, I agree with you 100%. I thought he was stopped short, too. This kid shows some real determination on that run.
Inside handoff. Sparks with a takedown. And they threw a flag on that play. Let's see what the call is.
We've got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
And that's going to be a face mask, but only a 5-yard call.
With all the chaos that happens on the field, sometimes a tackler accidentally grabs a face mask.
The Miners come out in the ace formation. They'll go with a run once again. Pearson brings him down at the 26.
Ball carrier.
The chain gang is on the move once again.
I'm looking for the defense to change things up here. They haven't been able to figure out this offense.
And anything, Lee, whether it's a blitz, anything to change up coverage, one way or another, the defense has to make some adjustments.
10-yard pickup on the play.
Gain of 10 on the play.
It's second and inches. Ball on the 16, and they have 3 bunched. Here's a little draw play. Missed tackle. Clark with a takedown. And I think that run right there puts him over 100.
And if you look at how he's getting these yards, it's really not fair. His offensive line is doing most of the work out there.
Not so fast, my friend. This guy's working hard for his yardage, breaking tackles, making things happen. That's what I call a playmaker.
Single set backfield. Up the middle. And he's taken down. And he gets a yard on the run.
1-yard gain on the play.
The Miners line up with 3 receivers bunched.
Kirk, that was his 2nd touchdown of the day. What else can we expect from him?
Well, I'd bet on at least a couple more touchdowns for starters. He looks like he's really come to play here in the first half.
And he tacks on the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, and the score, Texas El Paso 14, the home team 7. Sends it sailing downfield. Watson fields it in the end zone. The offense with a lot of success through the air on that last drive as they moved it down the field for the touchdown. They'll get the ball here at the 20. Inside handoff. And down he goes. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
1 yard gain on the play.
Second and 9. Ball on the 21.
1 yard line.
Ferguson, the lone back. Nice play fake. Couldn't haul it in.
Incomplete pass. Morrison, the intended receiver, on the play.
It's third down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 21. Edmonds lines up in the shotgun. He drops back. He's in trouble. Throws it deep downfield. And got him! Down the sideline. And he's all the way down to the 29. He can provide some excitement.
He sure can. And the thing that makes this play successful is the fact that he's on the same page with his quarterback. Sometimes you see wide receivers that don't have their heads in the game, and they make stupid mistakes.
You're right. Then they complain about not getting the ball.
And he's taken down. The fullback showing some good skills there on the option. He got 5. Second and 5 coming up here. This is the 5th play of this drive. I formation here. Edmonds options out to the left. Fakes it. Now he shows his running ability. And down he goes at the 5. The offense calls a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. They've got all the big boys in for this one. Fakes a pitch. He laterals the ball. And it pays off. Touchdown. And so they're able to finally get this one in the end zone on the ground.
You know what? We always talk about the running backs, but I got to give some credit to the offensive line there. They made that play happen.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over a minute to go in the half, the score, the home team, 14. Texas El Paso, 14. Roach ready to kick. Number 2 and number 4 back deep to return. Kicks it off. Number 4 fields it at the 2. Looks to me as though the offensive line is ready to run the ball some more.
And that defensive line better be ready, because if they aren't, they'll be giving up another touchdown drive.
The Miners come out in the ace formation. There's a fumble. Defense has it. It's one of the corners. And it pays off. Touchdown. And that was about the worst thing you could ask for.
Oh, that hurts. The worst thing that can happen. And now you've got to regroup and try to get back on the field for another set of downs.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over a minute to go in the half, the score, the home team, 21. Texas El Paso, 14. Roach is lined up to kick this one off. Number 2 and number 4 back ready to return. Number 2 fields it at the 3. Spins upfield. The run game was a big factor in this offense's last drive when they got down the field for a touchdown. They'll set up shop at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10.
The home team line up with 6 defensive backs. Looking, steps up in the pocket. He zips it out. And he catches it off the tip. He's all the way down to the 41-yard line. And that's the way you're supposed to play pitch and catch.
Absolutely. You know, this wide receiver is a difference maker. He's one of those players that has a chance to go the distance every time you get him the ball.
They line up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. He steps up. He throws a dart. It's a tip drill. And he's all the way down to the 9-yard line. Texas El Paso takes a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Texas El Paso sets up in the I. Kramer brings him down. That's a 3-yard pickup. Texas El Paso calls a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. They're crowding the line. Little handoff. He's gobbled up in the backfield.
Makes the tackle.
The Miners call for a timeout, and that was their 3rd and final timeout. They come out with 3 wide receivers. He'll dump this one off. Complete. Gutierrez with a takedown at the 4-yard line. They pick up 2 yards on the play-action pass. Here comes the field goal. Nope, wait. They're going to go for it here. Got his man. Touchdown. So they call a tight end's number, and he comes through with the score.
He did a great job here of using his size to create space for himself so the quarterback could get the ball into him without any defenders getting in the way.
Kirk, you know, in high school, this guy was so big he played defensive tackle. When he's going across the middle, he never shies away from a big-time hit.
No, he's more interested in delivering punishment than taking it.
And he hits the PAT. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, Texas El Paso, 21. The home team, 21. Kicks it off. Ferguson fields it in the end zone. That'll do it for the first half here. Texas El Paso will be kicking off to start the second half.
Back deep to return.
And they'll be returning this one. Ferguson takes it at the 4. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line. 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
And he's taken down at the 28-yard line. The quarterback sneak good for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on their own 28. They line up with trips to the right. Drops back to pass. Steps up, down the middle. And it's caught. Throws a stiff arm, and down he goes. Flags are down, and this one might be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still
He held him
second
back,
down.
and he got called for it.
Yeah, he knew he had missed his block, and all he wanted to do was slow him down somehow. But the ref was right there and made the call.
Second and long. Ball on their own 18.
18-yard line.
Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
Edmonds sets to go to the air. Steps up in the pocket. It falls incomplete.
The pass
And there was a lot of pressure on the quarterback there.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it in a hurry, and that's why his pass was off.
ball on the 18-yard
Passing
line.
situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 18-yard line. From the gun.
Hut. Hut.
Edmonds drops back to pass. Got it to his receiver. And he's taken down. They didn't have the ball long there.
Having ball control is important in football, and 3 and out is what you want to avoid for sure.
The 31-yard line.
The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field.
Number 6, back to return.
Hut. Hut.
Morton gets it off. Number 6 fields it at the 26. The 50. Down the sideline. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10.
Woo! There was nothing but green in front of him. That was a touchdown-saving tackle.
No doubt about it. That should have been 6.
Number 4 lines up at the single back. Touchdown, UTEP. Another rushing touchdown.
What a day this young man is having. If there are any doubts coming into this game of whether this defense could stop the run, this guy has answered that with this last touchdown run.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. And the score, Texas-El Paso, 28. The home team, 21. Number 48 is lined up to kick this one off. Ferguson and Watson deep to return. Ferguson fields it in the end zone. The defense did a good job against him the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Edmonds back to pass. He steps up. He's going left. Got it to his receiver. Oh, man, did he take a hit. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
Edmonds on the option. And down he goes. Didn't get anything.
Edmonds with the carry. No gain on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. 3 wideouts to the right side. Can't wrap him up. And he's taken down. Nice gain for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front. The tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
It's 1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. Edmonds back to pass. Draw play.
How about the play of this defense here? They got a great push up front, and they're able to wrap the fullback up for a nice stop.
2nd and 11. Ball right around midfield. Edmonds steps back to pass. Steps up. He's under some heat. And he's going to come up with a sack. He's still down, and it looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Oh, and that's just a shame. That guy was playing so hard, and to see him go out like that, boy, you just feel sorry for him.
And that'll bring this quarter to an end. Folks, we've played 3, and our score is Texas-El Paso, 28. The home team, 21. It's 3rd down and 14 to go. Ball right around midfield. Trips right. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Complete. And down he goes. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
Look for a run right up the gut. He drops back. He's going left. Picks it off. And now he's got room to run. He steps up and makes a big turnover.
Yeah, he just made a huge play right there. He knew what was coming all along.
You can't throw interceptions like that. You just can't.
Texas-El Paso comes out in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. He guns it to the right. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
The Miners line up with 5 receivers. He's looking. He steps up. Plenty of time in the pocket. Guns it across the middle. And it falls incomplete. And he overshot his receiver on that one.
Well, here the quarterback needs to relax down near the end zone. Step up and make a better throw.
The Miners set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Looks. Steps up. He goes downtown. And he got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Kirk, what do you have for us?
Well, that catch put the receiver over 100 yards. He's been one of the quarterback's favorite targets all game long.
They put everyone up on the line. They hand it off. Touchdown, UTEP!
Hey, Kirk, is there anything that can stop this kid? I've never seen a guy score so many touchdowns so easily.
I don't know, Coach, but that was his 4th rushing touchdown on the day.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Texas El Paso 35, the home team 21. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Watson fields it in the end zone. Gets past the tackler. All that work and nothing to show for their last drive.
Yeah, but these are tough kids, physically and mentally. I wouldn't be surprised to see them put together another long drive and get some points this time.
Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket with the interception. And he's taken down at the 16-yard line. And the defense comes up with another one.
Hey, good job by that defense to get the ball back.
They'll go to work at the 16. The Miners line up with 3 receivers bunched. Pearson brings him down. The defense calls a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Texas El Paso comes out with 3 receivers bunched, and down he goes at the 2-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, and now they've only got 1 remaining. Let's see if they can punch this one in. He's in for the touchdown.
Wow, this guy is money. That's his 5th rushing touchdown, and I don't think the defense can stop him.
The truth is, they don't think they can either.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the 4th quarter, the score is Texas El Paso 42, the home team 21. Sends it sailing downfield. And we've got a penalty on this one as it goes out of bounds. Here's the call from the referee. Well, if you're the return team, you got to like that one.
Yeah, because you get great field position and nobody has to get hit.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. The home team line up in an I formation. They'll throw on 1st down. He steps up. Here comes the pressure. And it's caught. And he's taken down. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really liked the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
Edmonds drops to throw. Spikes the ball. Third and 6. Ball on the 39. The home team set up in the gun. Edmonds set to go to the air. Steps up. Incomplete pass. He just let his wide out a little too much that time.
4th and 6. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Easy decision. You got to go for it here. Number 26 recovers a loose ball. So the defense comes away with a big, big turnover.
Whoa, the quarterback is really going to hear it from the coach now. He should not have fumbled that football.
1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. Number 19 with 3 wide receivers. Steps up in the pocket. Complete. And he's all the way down to the 5. The receiver found the hole in the zone and turned it into a 1st down.
No matter what type of defensive coverage you have, there are always going to be holes. The best thing you can do is make those holes small so the quarterback can't get the ball in there.
Texas El Paso lines up with 3 receivers. Klein with a takedown. 4 yards on that play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Here are today's Red Zone Players of the Game, which is brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Number 19 is back in the gun. Clark brings him down at the 1.
19 on the carry.
The Miners are going to take a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Number 19 with 3 wide receivers. Clark tackles him for a loss on the play. Texas El Paso takes a timeout. That was their second timeout.
Calls a timeout.
Either the coach has no faith in his kicker or a lot of faith in his offense. Not much trouble getting in on that one.
Yeah, the running back just ran right through the opening, almost like a truck driving down the highway. Watch out.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than a minute to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Texas El Paso 49, the home team 21. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. Ferguson fields it in the end zone. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
The home team come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. He steps up, rifles it over the middle, and it's caught at the 40, at the 30, and he's all the way down to the 22. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 22. Edmond drops back, steps up, across the middle. Great play by the safety to keep him out of the end zone.
If he doesn't get a hand in there, that's going to be 6. Nice individual effort there by the safety.
Second and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. Ferguson is the single setback. Steps up in the pocket. And it's complete for the touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. And this ball game's over. Any final thoughts on this one, Coach?
Well, it was a pretty good game by both teams, but I was really impressed the way this game was won. UTEP faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCAA Football 2004. We hope you'll join us again. Our final score, Texas El Paso 49, the home team 28. This is Brad Nessler for Lee Corp.